is this. The chance that a doctor diagnose a certain disease correctly is the chance that a doctor will diagnose a certain disease correctly is 60%. The chance just a minute. The chance that a patient will die, the chance that patient will die under his treatment after correct diagnosis is 40%. Say the chance that a patient will die under his treatment after correct diagnosis is 40%. Stop. The chance of death after wrong diagnosis say 80%. Okay, the chance that a patient will die under his treatment after correct diagnosis is 40%, and the chance of death after wrong diagnosis is 80%. Just a minute. A patient of the doctor who had the disease died. Patient of the doctor who had the disease died. What is the chance that his disease was diagnosed correctly? Okay, what is the chance? What is the chance that his disease was diagnosed correctly? Okay, so please first go through the statement of the problem. The chance that a doctor will diagnose a certain disease correctly is 60%. The chance that a patient will die under his treatment after correct diagnosis is 40%, and the chance of death after wrong diagnosis is 80%. A patient of the doctor who had the disease died. A patient of the doctor who had the disease died. What is the chance that his disease was diagnosed correctly? Okay. Now see here. So first let us write the events. Okay. So a doctor, either the doctor will diagnose the disease correctly or wrongly. And correct diagnosis and wrong diagnosis, they are obviously complement of each other. Okay. So let us try to write the solution. Let A be the event of correct diagnosis let A be the event of correct diagnosis. So thus what will be A bar? So A complement will be the event of wrong diagnosis. So therefore A complement is the event of wrong diagnosis. Okay. So A be the event of correct diagnosis. A complement is the event of wrong diagnosis. So what is the given? A chance that a doctor will diagnose a certain disease correctly is 60%. Okay, so probability of correct diagnosis. So P of A is given P of A is equal to 60%. 60% means 60 by 100. Three by 5. Okay. So what will be there for probability of A complement? A complement will be 1 minus probability of A. So that will be 1 minus 3 by 5, that will give you 2 by 5. So probability of correct diagnosis is 3 by 5. Probability of wrong diagnosis is 2 by 5. Okay, that information we have. Now it is given that the chance of death after correct diagnosis is 40%. Okay, chance of death after correct diagnosis is 40% and chance of death after wrong diagnosis is 80%. Okay, so let D be the event let D be the event of wrong diagnosis, event of death. Let D be the event of death of the patient. Okay. So therefore, chance of death P of D on the assumption that his disease was diagnosed correctly. For the D condition A, it's given 40%. So it's given chance of death after wrong diagnosis, sorry, correct diagnosis. Correct diagnosis, that is already we know that his disease was diagnosed correctly. So probability of D condition, that is the conditional probability. It's given 40%, that is 40 by 100. So it's coming 2 by 5. And probability of death after wrong diagnosis, and also it's given probability of death after wrong diagnosis is 80%. 80%, so I'm not, 80% means it's 80 by 100. Coming to be 5. Okay, so now see the connection with Bayes theorem here, or total probability and Bayes theorem. This is the sample space. Sample space consists of only two possibilities, either correct diagnosis or wrong diagnosis. Okay, correct diagnosis or wrong diagnosis. So here the events A and A complement are obviously mutually exclusive, since there is nothing common between these two events, and also sum of that is A union A complement is the sample space. Okay. Now D is the probability of D is the event of death. Now D can occur with either this or this. Okay. This is diagnosed correctly and the patient died. This is diagnosed wrongly and the patient died. So these are the options. So let us try to find first probability of death. So therefore, probability of D, so this D can occur with A or D can occur with A complement. So I will get probability A intersection D plus probability A complement intersection D. So this can be written as probability of A using the definition of conditional probability. Probability of A, probability D condition A. Now here obviously you will ask the question, why I'm writing in this fashion. Okay, probability of A intersection B, that can be written, A condition B, that can be written as P of A intersection B divided by P of B. So this is probability A intersection B. This is equal to P of B into P of A condition B. This is also can be written as P of B condition A. That is also P of A intersection B divided by P of A. So what I'm writing here, P of A intersection B, this is P of A into P of B condition A. Okay. So obviously you may ask the question, since A intersection B can be written as P of B into probability of A condition B, or also that can be written as P of A intersection B can be written as P of A into P of B condition A. Okay, so this can also be, just a minute, so let me erase this one. So two different ways that expression can be written. Okay, so instead of writing this way, I could have written this way also. This way also, but I'm not writing this way. Why? Since the given information P of A is known to us, we want to use that. P of A is known to us, P of D condition A is known to us, P of A condition D is not known to us. So that's why I'm writing in that fashion. Okay, anyway, plus probability of A complement, this way, probability of D condition A complement. Probability of A is coming to be 3 by 5 into D condition A. D condition A is given 2 by 5 plus A complement. A complement is coming 2 by 5 into D condition A complement. D condition A complement is coming to be 4 by 5. So answer is coming to be 14 by 25. So this is the probability of death. Okay, now here what we are interested in, we are interested in finding what is a patient of the doctor who had the disease died. So you already know that the patient is dead. What we need to find, that his disease was diagnosed correctly. Okay, so we need to find probability of correct diagnosis, already known to us that the patient already died. Probability A condition D, that we wanted to find. So by Bayes theorem, probability A condition D, that can be written as probability of A, probability D condition A divided by probability of D. So this can be written as probability of A is 3 by 5 into D condition A. D condition A is 2 by 5, I think, 2 by 5. And it's 14 by 25. So it's coming to be 6 by 14, 3 by 7. So 3 by 7 is the probability that his disease was diagnosed correctly. Already we know that the patient died. Okay. So please again go through the solution. If any difficulties there, you can ask. Let us try to solve another problem. The problem is, just a minute, let me. Okay. Two players, capital A and capital B. Capital A and capital B tosses a coin. Alternatively, with the understanding that with the understanding with the understanding that he who throws a head first, that one who obtains the head first wins, that one wins. Okay. A and B tosses a coin alternatively with the understanding that one who obtains the head first wins. If A begins the game, what is the chance of his winning? If A starts, what is his chance of winning? If A starts, what is his chance of winning? A and B tosses a coin alternatively with the understanding that one who obtains head first wins the game. If A starts, what is his chance of winning? Okay. If A starts, what is his chance of winning? Okay. So how they are playing the game? First trial goes to A, second for B, third trial goes to A, fourth goes to B, fifth goes to A, sixth goes to B, and so on. Okay. So A starts the game. So if very first trial A throws a head, he wins. If not the case, then the turn goes to B. If he throws a head, he wins. If not the case, then again the turn will come to A. Okay, so on. Okay, so A may win in the first trial, or in the third trial, or in the fifth trial, and so on. Okay, so let me define events. Let E be the event that A just a minute. E be the event that A gets a hit. A gets a hit. E be the event that A gets a hit. Okay, don't write in this way. Let me define in this way. Let AI be the event that A gets a hit at ith trial. Okay, A gets a hit at ith trial. Okay, so let E be the event of A's winning is winning. So what will get P of E, so that can be written as, okay, see, let me write. So A may win in the first trial, so that is A1, that is A is getting a hit at the very first trial. Okay, if it's not the case, then union A fails. Okay, so here one more thing we should write, and BI be the event that B gets a hit at ith trial. Okay, so this intersection, now we need to find the probability of A's winning. So how the game will go to, again A, first trial A fails, second trial goes to B, so B also fails, so B2 complement, that is B2 complement B2 means at the second trial B gets a hit, so B is not getting a hit, that is B2 complement, intersection A3. So this is another option. If it's not the case, then say third option will be the first trial goes to A, he fails, second goes to B, he fails, third goes to A, he fails, fourth goes to B, he fails, then fifth goes to A and he gets a hit. Sorry, union. So this will, it will go. Now obviously these options are mutually exclusive options. Okay, these and these options are pairwise mutually exclusive options, so that will be probability of A1, probability of A1 complement, B2 complement, intersection A3 plus probability A1 complement, intersection B2 complement, intersection A3 complement, intersection B4 complement, B4, that should be B4 complement, A5 and so on. Now, whether A gets a head or not, that doesn't influence the result of B. Okay, since they are throwing the coins independently, that is the events are independent events. So I will get P of A1 plus P of A1 complement into P of B2 complement into P of A3 plus P of A1 complement into P of B2 complement, P of A3 complement, this is A1. So probability of getting a head is 1 by 2 plus not getting head is also 1 by 2. Not getting head is 1 by 2. Getting a head is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, 1 by 2, so on. So this is 1, 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 cube, 1 by 2 to the power 5 and so on. So this is a geometric series with common ratio is 1 by 2 squared. See, this divided by this is 1 by 2 squared. This divided by this is 1 by 2 squared. So the sum of geometric series is the first term is 1 by 2 divided by 1 minus the common ratio. Remember that if the common ratio is less than 1, okay, what I'm saying, the sum of this kind of series A plus AR plus AR squared, AR cube, so on. So this sum of this infinite number of quantities will be A by 1 minus R, provided the common ratio is less than 1. So common ratio, this divided by this is 1 by 2 squared, obviously that is less than 1. So this is what you are getting, 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 4, that is 3 by 4. 3 by 4. So if we simplify that, what we'll get? Tell me what we'll get. That will be 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is the answer. 2 by 3 is the probability that A wins the game.